Hello and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me, Bubblebox, as we continue with the Bubble and Silver and Vulcan Do Decks series. This time gameplay once again with the REDFOR decks that we built 2 videos ago. We did lose the last battle with these REDFOR decks. We got the same REDFOR decks and hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck this time, and we're joined by Thoth this time, and we're up against Top Terrorist, Fun Gamer, Sail 93 and Red 1. I think this map's called Tough Jungle. So, I will put a link, by the way, to Vulcan's channel in the link in the description below, as well as a link to the deck building video. Now, I'm heading up to Delta and Foxtrot, and what I want to do is take control of these trees over here, because we need to be protecting this spawn point in Delta. So I'm going to be having that job. Thoth is heading over to the middle here with his units. Vulcan is heading over to Charlie, Alpha, and maybe up to Golf as well, along with Silverraptor in support. So what have I brought in? Well, I brought in some Spetsnaz in the Shrezetts. The Shrezet's good for giving the Spetsnaz a little bit of anti-air support. A couple of Bucks and a Tunguska, so a lot of anti-air. And I've also bought one of these T-72K1 tanks again, because I just want something fairly tough to sit in Delta and withstand any artillery attacks. I've also put forward a couple of Conkers here, a couple of Conker squads, just to cover this open ground here, and especially this road down here which they could come down through. Thoth has got a lot of units he's put into the middle, so he's taking nice control of Echo. And Silverraptor and Vulcan are, Silverraptor and Vulcan's actually got a command over onto Golf. So he's gone quite a long way forward. He's bringing up some rifle infantry and an HQ7 anti-air unit. Now we have Silverraptor with his Mi-24K recon chopper has spotted a flank attack going on. There's a lot of units coming down the right hand side trying to flank us and get round the back. In the meantime, they're sending units over down into Charlie and of course into Foxtrot, where there's always a battle. So the flank attack's the interesting thing going on at the moment. And Silverraptor's kind of tracking it. He hasn't got enough units to attack all these choppers yet, and there are a couple of Super Cobras. Well, it might have been better bringing the other type of anti-air, because these Super Cobras have only got 2 missiles each, which is, although they're extremely accurate, is what lets them down. Now there's Mi-25 to S-24 here, getting attacked by the Super Cobras. That's going to get taken out. But you can see this Super Cobra's run out of ammo already. It is going to attack this Mi-17 with its minigun, and we'll probably take out that Mi-17, but we know this is coming now. Silverraptor's still got his recon chopper and his Mi-24V here, and he's going to start attacking, and he has brought in another Mi-24V to try to cut them off as they come around the side. Now they have snuck forward though with their command in the Black Hawk and a Panther with some anti-air, as Vulcan brings out our MiG-29 912A to try to assist with this flank attack by the enemy. So the Mi-24K is now attacking with its minigun into these. These have only got defense of a machine gun, which cannot attack at these choppers. The Super Cobra will be able to attack with its own minigun, the Vulcan minigun, as the Mi-24 just pulls back. So it's used all its rockets up, but Vulcan's going to attack that Super Cobra with his MiG-29. Does it some serious damage as it flies over and just flies past, doesn't quite take it out. They have managed to drop some SAS off, which has killed one of Silverraptor's choppers there, as the MiG-29-9 comes around for a second bite. That is Super Cobra. And I'm not sure if it hit it then. It must have missed it. Actually, I think it evac just before it got its shots off. What a shame. But the Mi-24V is going to go toe-to-toe with its minigun and manages to take out that Super Cobra on low health. So the flank attack has been stopped, but they did manage to get a command down and a little anti-air squad down, although they've still got to get them towards our base. We can't see them, by the way. Now in the meantime, there's a lot of action going on up here where Vulcan has got the bulk of his units, and he's moving his infantry squad through the trees, trying to take control of this forest here. He's got his HQ7 in the background. He's got some motor shoots up the north of Foxtrot. He's got some Leica Picotas and another set of Leica Picotas at the back here. The enemy has got a fair amount of infantry here, but it looks like Thoth's been doing some pushing of his own in the north of Echo, although they have got the Papler Milan 2 sitting here. And there's a Phantom 2 coming around the side. Looks like it's been spotted. He's going to try and napalm some of Vulcan's units, or maybe just napalm the road to stop him getting down that road. Indeed, napalms the road, lands right on top of his OT-62s, managed to actually get through. As they try to, they have got a spawn point here, so there's a little bit of an advantage against these OT-64Cs, as Vulcan just splits them down, and he's going to try to get them into some sort of cover. The command's over here. I think he's hoping to get that command before they respond, but they get a Sheridan out, and that Sheridan with its ATGM missiles should take out those little OT-64Cs. So a nice little attack there by Vulcan, and with support from Thoth and Silverraptor as well. So Silverraptor still kind of mopping up what's going on over here, resupplying his units, his fob. In the meantime, I have unloaded my Spetsnaz and I've pushed them and managed to get control of the forest, but I've bumped into these Cobras here, and these Cobras will in fact shred my Spetsnaz, and there's an OH Kiowa coming to join in with its minigun to attack my Spetsnaz. I bring forward my Shrezettes to try to support. These Shrezettes are really good support for these Spetsnaz as long as they can get close, because their range isn't fantastic, but they will destroy helicopters because they're so fast firing with a rate of fire of 472 if they can get close enough. Now that Kiowa is getting very bold, as is the Cobra, and if it gets in range of these Shrezettes, it's going to get shredded. Let's see what happens. So my Spetsnaz have open fire again, which means the Cobra's going to open fire. You can see the Shrezettes immediately take out that, and now they're firing at the Cobra and take it out so fast that blink and you'll miss it. That's how good these Shrezettes can be against helicopters if they're well hidden in forest, because of their lack of range, of course, and it cost only 15 points. The Spetsnaz survive to fight another day. So a nice little exchange of fire there. So it looks like Thoth's bringing some units up to my side as well, as I bring in some more infantry to support in the forest. Now, meantime, over here is where a lot of the action is taking place, as Vulcan continues his assault now into Hotel. They're asking Red 1, asking for some defense, as Thoth attacks with Motorstrelki 90s into the compound here, which only has Papler Milans. In fact, he's brought some PMP3s up as well, and those PMP3s are firing at these Fuchs by the looks of it. There's a Phantom 2 coming in with its napalm bombs just to try and stop this Motorstrelki push, as the BMP3 continues to open fire on the Fuchs and continues to miss. The Fuchs finally move forward to attack those Motorstrelki, and they will rip apart Motorstrelki with those, I think, autocannons, but they won't if they get hit by a PMP3 anti-tank shell, like that. And in fact, that BMP3 is going to open up again and probably take it. So meanwhile, on the right hand side, Silverraptor is now just kind of moving up through the forest, just making sure they haven't dropped anything off in the forest, and is doing his own, and is just reconning all the way up here to make sure they haven't sent anything else. And looks like Vulcan's putting an HQ7 out there as well to give us a little bit of protection in case of further flank attacks. I'm just waiting for some supply trucks to come and buff up my units, but I have brought in some commandoses to protect this area so they can't push in with infantry into this north part of the trees. I do want to keep control of this forest if I can. Thoth, well dug in to Echo, as they are well dug into India. Silverraptor brings up a couple of tanks. Vulcan continues his harassment and push into Hotel. Of course, if he takes Hotel, that's their spawn point there gone, and they have to bring everything from Kilo. At the moment, they can bring in stuff directly into Hotel, which gives them a bit of an advantage when it comes to Vulcan trying to push them back, as he loses one of his medium ZTZ tanks. Thoth has managed to get a set of his Motorstrelki into the south here, although he is being pressured out with the Jägers. He's bringing his other Motorstrelkis up. They've still got some units here in this little pocket, but Vulcan's got some motor Schutzen moving in with these SPWs. So hopefully they'll be able to unload and take these guys out. The Phantom 2's coming back in to have a go at Vulcan's push into the trees. That's going to land a load of napalm. In fact, just misses. These Lycopocotas just get into the building, and he has got his command here, which he manages to neutralise Hotel, so they can know. Oh, there's another Phantom coming in though. What's that going to do? Is it going to take out his command? He's just shifting it just as he sees the bombs coming, and I think that will survive. It hasn't. It's only taken 1 hit point of damage. His other Pacotas took a bit of damage as well, but they did survive. So I don't know whether he's going to stop them. He's just moving them around a little bit. If he can just stop them in a nice position. We'll come back and have a look at that in a minute, because in the meantime the Jaegers are trying to push out Thoth's Motorstrelke from the south of the town here. On my side, my Commandoses are just sitting there, just preventing anything coming in. I'm just waiting to buff up my units before I try a push. Silverraptor's put an Mi-24V on the right, on the left rather, to stop them try to stop them flanking on the left-hand side. They've still got this TACOM squad down here and Mistrals, but they've gotten in the position here. But how they're going to get them across that open ground into our base, I have no idea, and possibly they don't have any idea either, because that's why they're not moving. Meanwhile, Vulcan's motor Schutzen have engaged some of the infantry. The ones down here have engaged the infantry that are around here, managed to take them out. They probably can't even see these Fern Sparers, who have actually turned off their weapons because they've got such good stealth, of course, so they are spotting for the enemy. So Vulcan hasn't quite got his commands to stop in position in all that napalm. So they are still able to use this spawn point. They have reinforced quite substantially here. They've got some Flak Panzers, a Leopard 104, a lot of infantry in the building still. Looks like Thoth is building up a nice little bunch of units here. Probably going to push over into this open ground hopefully quite soon. I brought in some Nonas. We'll start peppering the town and trying to take out their recon before we move in. Thoth has actually put a command into Foxtrot to neutralise Foxtrot as well, which denies them even more points. They bring forward a Chinook there. That Mi-24 is going to take that down nice and easy. There we go, nice. On the right hand side, which is where the flank came from, the Silverraptor's got that nicely under control now. There's no more flanking going to go over there. So you can see we've got units all the way along this river now. And he's also flying around with his MiG-29M. In fact, it's a bomber. Where's it going to go? I think it's actually just providing us with the air superiority, because it's got the nice Vimpel missiles. In the meantime, Silverraptor also giving a bit of support here with these Hamshung Songs attacking these Black Hawks, takes them out. Hamshung Chongs, of course, really rapidly firing. They're a great AA unit. They do fire the units really fast. They're a bit weak, of course, armour-wise. They are just a kind of armoured personnel carrier with an anti-air gun stuck on top. And the Phantom 2 is in fact coming in, takes some shots from the Hamshung Chong, but then takes some shots from the MiG-29, which was flying in the background, fighting air cover, and takes out that Phantom 2. Very nice play there from Silverraptor with his... Well, it's a multi-purpose fighter with the bombs and those lovely Vimpel missiles, which manages to take out that Phantom 2. As you can see, as another Phantom 2 comes in and lays its napalms down instead. But this is Vulcan, still moving in, using his motor Schutzen and his Lycopocotas, moving in on the buildings, still keeping the pressure up. Got some more units just trying to come round into the compound to the south as well. There is a Seahawk there. Silverraptor's brought his T-82 up, but there is a Seahawk, so he's got to be a little bit careful with that T-82. That Seahawk is very, very potent indeed against tanks. And it looks like Thoth is really building up a big, massive units there. We'll have to see what he does with those later. Meanwhile, on my side, I've broken down my Commandoses. Not really doing too much. I'm kind of just trying to snipe a little bit with my Nonas before I make a push. They are trying to look more flanks by Red. Red 1, all he's done the whole game is try to do flank attacks. And it looks like he's going to try and sneak round yet again. He has actually got some units here. He's got some Navy SEALs. Going to recon our base. Maybe they'll spot this BMD-2K. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Dropped off from this prog. All the action though in hotel. Vulcan has managed to get his command squad in, so they've neutralized hotel, so they now have to get their support from, or resupply, or reinforcements from their main base at Kilo. But he has been targeted. You can see he had an attack marker up there. Still got his 2 ZTZs there though, and the Boshong Sus from Silverraptor came in the Chongs, which have now been destroyed, moving up to help fight the infantry battle in this town here. Motor Schutzen from Vulcan and his other Motor Schutzen from the other side, all moving up together. Very, very nice. The Seahawk trying to get a range on this T-80U by the looks of it. Got to be a little bit careful, as I say. And yeah, Thoth continues a nice big build up here. That MiG-29's back in the air. Shrezet's again taking out another Kiowa on my side as I bring forward my units. I've actually fueled these Shrezet's up now, so I'm going to bring them forward. Once I've got the Shrezet's here, I can safely move my, or safely, that's not a word, but safely move up my infantry into this compound, and I'll have a little bit of anti-air cover, although they do kind of know what's going on here because they've brought in some mortars and they're mortaring my units in the trees. Meanwhile, on this side, the push continues into, or the pressure, should I say, continues into hotel as the MiG-29A puts some bombs on top of them. And it looks like Thoth's on the move with his column. Looks like he's going straight for their base. With a bunch of units, including a T-72 command tank. So, looks like he's really going to go and try and end this game early. Now this sometimes works, as there's a Seahawk there just firing, but it's run out of ammo, luckily. They could bomb the hell out of this column. We are well in the lead, so we're not too worried if he does this tactic. Sometimes, if this tactic works, it's great because it ends the game early and it's quite exciting. If it fails, it's terrible because you lose a whole load of points. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Thoth's column of units heading up towards Kilo. It's a good attack though, because he has got that T-72 command tank, and if he can get that in position on this corner somewhere and neutralise Kilo, that means they haven't got any spawn points because Vulcan is neutralising Hotel. In fact, he's really pressuring their command in Hotel at the moment. There's a BMP-2C just sneaking up, might take a shot at this. Oh, it's just stopped short. The Marder 1A3 there just manages to take it out, unfortunately. But there's a B5 coming in from from Vulcan, is that, or Silverraptor from Silverraptor, going to drop right on top, and it's going to take out that command, I think. Takes ages for these bombs to land. There it goes. Oh, it was actually just to the right. What a shame. Just misses their command, but there's their Mi-25-24 there. Oh, and the command tank is trying to get into the bushes here and gets taken out by a Peace Rhine. What a shame for Thoth there. He nearly got his command tank into position in this tree line, but it just got taken out, and there's an aardvark coming in now and a longbow unleashing all its Hellfire missiles into his column. These longbows are devastating, but he did manage to get his column right up into their base. It's really panicked them. Unfortunately, the command is right over on this side, so he hasn't managed to take out the command yet, and it's really was unlucky just to get that T-72 command tank just taken out just as it was about to get into cover. But good play by the enemy to target that and take it out before it got in. So I have actually, while all that's been happening, I've moved up. I've taken out the Cobra with my Shrezet's. I did push forward. My infantry got a lot taken out. I'm just trying to get rid of their artillery now. And it looks like Red 1 going for another flank attack, but Silverraptor has got an Mi-24V sitting there, which will spot that if they come down. Thoth has continued his push. Now, he hasn't found the command yet, so he's starting to move units over to the right-hand side and also try to get units near this bloody longbow that's doing him so much damage. He's unloaded some conkers there as well. That's relieved the pressure on Hotel. They've managed to take the command out of Hotel now, so they're managing to spawn out of this land zone. And looks like Vulcan is bringing out, he's brought out an HQ7, which will deal with some planes and choppers that they might bring in, and some more infantry in the BMP-2C with its Conqueror's anti-tank missiles. He's also got his tanks here, and he's bringing out a load more infantry to get into their base while they're under so much pressure. The Conqueror's down here do some damage, hopefully. Oh, is that? I'm not sure what that was firing at, to be honest. They still haven't quite found the command yet. It's still hidden, but you can see it's under a lot of pressure, and it's got things moving in from all directions. In fact, more BMP-3s with infantry coming in from Thoth. He really likes those BMP-3s. They have got a fantastic Arcam missile with a long range of 2,800 meters. A B5 from Silverraptor. Let's see where that's going to go this time. Silverraptor loves his B5s. Fun Gamer has left the game. He's given up. Bombs away. Is it? Yep, there goes the bomb. It's actually being dropped right to the back of the zone where he thinks the command is. And takes the command out. Very nice. So there goes their command. They no longer have a spawn point. Sail 2 surrenders. Not a lot they can do with no spawn point, let's face it. I've tried to flank up the left here in Foxtrot. I've got a bit of air superiority. Looks like Silverraptor's dealt with that left-hand flank, and as the other player surrenders, the game ends. So a nice, fairly short game this time. I think we did okay. I didn't do a great deal. I kind of went up the left and kind of just was trying to get control of the forest. A couple of flank attacks, which Silverraptor dealt with very nicely. Vulcan really pressuring their spawn point on the right, and Thoth with the big push up the middle into their base, then supported by Vulcan, and finally Silverraptor with the B5 right at the end to take out their final command. A really nice little game. I think we all did pretty well, although I was a little bit away from the action. But I'd like to thank you all for watching and supporting, and I'll see you in the next one.